Hey guys, what's up, my darling MVPs? How are you all doing? Welcome back to Sail with Mimiciously Mimi, where you get a gist as it do waiting, as it hurt. Of course, you know there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat long thing? Kindly push right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist as it hurts? Guys, like, I don't know. I came to the social space and what I saw was not funny at all. First off, whoever knows Fina from anywhere should make sure. In fact, there has been a call for like emergency for anybody who is close to Fina should make sure they go and meet her right away because of what she just posted on her snap, because of the brouhaha that is happening. But before we start discussing about the brouhaha, this is what she posted on her snap. She said, when I must not be buried. My body should be given to my family, and the whole world must sit and watch them eat me. They must eat my guys. This one no good for EL. This one no good for EL. I understand how she might be feeling right now, So why did Fina actually posted this on her Snapchat? Guys, the dad granted interview with Vanguard newspaper. And he said a whole lot on how the daughter deserted them, ignored them, anything that concerns them, that ever since Fina won the 100 million last season, that they've not heard from Fina and all of that. At a point, I'm like, but why would the parents grant such an interview? My daughter disappeared after winning 100 million from BBN. She has been snubbing her family. Fina's father cries out, and this has been trending on the social space. And you all know Fina's personality. She's this person that anything about Fina go trend because of how strong her name is on the social space. Now everybody is coming for Fina. So you they make all this smart. So this will be the way they show. You really they show for rich house. But meanwhile, let's see what the father said with Vanguard. He said, I haven't seen Fina, my daughter, since she won bbnaija Level Up Edition last year. She hasn't returned home since then. I don't know why. I am a professional hearse driver, and when she won the reality TV show, she asked me to do away with all my old cars, promising to change my life. But since then, I haven't seen her. And I don't have a car again. Once in a while, the vice chairman of our association will allow me to drive his own car. I sold all my 4 cars because as at that time, my daughter won the show. I thought that God had finally answered our prayers. I called her on the telephone and she said God has blessed us. She asked me to do away with all my old cars or she would give them out to Aboki any day she returned. So instead of allowing her to dash out my cars to scavengers, I decided to sell them as scraps and use the proceeds to renovate my house. And that was the beginning of my suffering. I stopped doing my business because I had no car again, and my neighbors thought I was either stingy or pretending as if my daughter just won a 100 million grand prize. I was the vice chairman of our association, but when I couldn't show up at our station for some time, they replaced me with another person. How person papa go come like this, come to the social space and start saying all of this? Like, this thing really surprised me. Okay, from that moment, things started getting tough for me. I am even looking for somebody that will give me a car on hire purchase. This is surprising, guys. I need help. It has come to that point. I don't want to, okay, in silence. Otabo, who hails from in Edo State but reside in Lagos, is the father of 4 children. He is an ambulance car driver whose hope of a better life after his daughter won the bbnaija Level Up Edition grand prize of 100 million was dashed as soon as he was incubating it. Sadly, the 68-year-old ambulance car driver said Fina doesn't answer their calls again. He wondered what they have done wrong to desire this kind of treatment, being their first child. Asked why Fina was snubbing them, Otabo said he couldn't explain, adding that he didn't know his daughter whereabouts when he spoke to us during the week. I only see her on Facebook or Instagram whenever she shares new photos on this platform, he added. Guys, do you think this is possible? Guys, do you think this is possible? Because I am so surprised. You know, the last time, there was a time, I don't know, Fina bought a car for the dad. Was it the dad or the mom? They were together, they took pictures with it. Or am I mistaking it for someone else? Guys, I bet you could talk to me, because this thing is like, it's too appalling, like it's unbelievable. All right, and Fina said something. She said, in the history of dragging, this is the first time I cried and it touched me. Why you no go touch am? Even me when no be her, it's touching me on her behalf. Imagine imagine my parents coming to the social space and start saying how I left them. You know, I left them and start living my life, and on the social space at the ball. People's birthday at the spray money wella. That doesn't sound nice, please. That doesn't sound nice. Meanwhile, Fina replied Vanguard and said, I think it is time for me to sue this Vanguard. They have been tormenting me with texts and calls. I mistakenly picked one of the numbers 4 days back. Immediately, I said hello. The man just said he is Ben Njoko from Vanguard. And the next thing this asked question, the first thing this started, guys, I'm jumping some words, started asking question. I just told him, how can you come to me and start asking question immediately? I then ended it. He texted me immediately that he is so sorry. Now you went back to your cupboard to say your father is crying. Your mother gave him a Vanguard will crumble. Nah, what a day to see this kind of thing, Bikono. You know, I've come to the social space that I want to come and cruise with you guys as usual, and I can't see this one. My mouth first open. Like, I'm like, what? How is this possible? You know, this is the number of that has been disturbing from Vanguard. This particular cooking go choku now. You will hear from my lawyer. And then, this is the test. It said, who is this? Send a test. I am currently shooting. Good afternoon. I am Ben Njoko of Vanguard newspaper. Please, I want to have a brief chat with you. When can I call you back? So Fina went to Vanguard, where Vanguard posted that on Twitter, went there to reply them and said, see, you people have been disturbing me all this while, and I decided not to give you guys feedback on whatever you've been chatting me on. So now you guys now went back again to go and cook something else, you know, and she is gonna sue them. I don't believe Fina will ever do this. Why are they always, is it a or to win? This is coming from James Brown, you know, because the whole, in fact, everybody is carrying this about what this thing that happened, but who no go carry him? A winner who is known to be doing well, because Fina is one winner that is doing well for herself. I'm not gonna lie, no cap, she is doing well legitimately for herself. You know, she is fending for herself and she's doing well. You know, and people recognize her person. So this is not expected for somebody like Fina. And then Toons has this to say, I thought Fina bought her dad a car. Now, wow. It's the same thing I thought too. All these old poverty people say, that's how my uncle will be using Shebi Oti the doctor to be sending me account number every month. Oh my God. Now God say make I hear small. Now so they go turn me to ATM machine, small meal. And that's one thing. Do you know some parents are quite ungrateful? In as much as maybe I don't know the actual story, right? But it is also possible that she might be doing something, but that maybe something is not enough for them, as they see say she they do well, they'll be like, but we expected more from her. Because I cannot believe, how would Fina just leave her people like that ever since she won the show? Anyways, guys, make we enter another gist abeg, because this thing don't they shake my head somehow. You know, but you see this matter, we go Kukuma here from the end. It's either Fina father will come out and say he did not say that, or maybe something is actually wrong somewhere. Because if Fina had done that, or more, G-go. Anyways, guys, the gist right now is about Cross and CeCe. Cross and CeCe, they tried to actually settle their rift today, but guys, no be settlement be that one. They started shouting at each other. You know, CeCe was like, don't try to make me look like I don't deserve my win. You know, Cross was shouting that what you did was wrong. You know, they argue on top of their voices. I'm like, okay, two people will deserve each other. Make una continue. You know, in the best, in the friendship, make una continue. And CeCe was like, all the time I've been there for you in this house. There was no time you were there for me like a friend in this house. And Cross was like, every time you keep reminding me that you've been there for me in this house. Yes, okay, I accept. I've not been there for you. But why would they said that, double standard, calling themselves double standard and all of that, CeCe finished. They finished shouting at everything. They did not even conclude on anything. The ego was so high, nobody could say, okay, I am sorry. And CeCe now banged the door and left. After that, she still went downstairs and she was ranting downstairs. So what double standard? You have never been there. Because Cross was telling CeCe that most people have advised him to stay away from CeCe. And CeCe was like, you think you're the only one people advise? People also told me to stay away from you, And CeCe started lamenting, you and White Money told the house to stay away from me. Is a friend supposed to do that to another? So when she would now say that, I'm like, okay, is this a tit for tat? Like, Are you trying to say because of what Cross has done for you, that's why you did the same thing to him or something? So it's giving like, I don't really owe you any loyalty from CeCe's end. Anyways, let's see what the viewers are saying. Adekule, the gossip woman, is coming to get more gist. Venita was really caging from gossip. He came out as if he was just waiting. I said it yesterday in my video. I said, thank God for Venita. Sometimes we're saying Venita does not make this guy free and everything, but thank God for that, because if Venita was not in that house, someone maybe enough for don't find way come out Adekule for that house. Because just this 1 week, Uncle wants to use the opportunity to spread his wing and fly away. Anyways, coming from San Siren, when Baye they avoid this girl, una think say she no know wetin she dey do. CeCe is an alpha female, and people like this will keep assuming things and always feeling self-entitled. I just the pity her boyfriend, husband to be. You see that entitlement, she carry am for head like gala. I don't know. She carry am for head, and she's always feeling she's the one that is right. Everyone she has a problem with, I can imagine the husband that would be in the house with lawyer alpha female. When Baye said if they have an issue with her, they should talk to her and not go around talking to other people. CeCe said it's gaslighting. Now she's saying something to Cross. It is not gaslighting again. Wow. Exactly. She said it to Cross. She said, why did you come to me and tell me that, oh, see what you did offended me, and I'm going round? I'm like, okay, you see? Why is she calling white money? Adekule and Amibo 5 and 6. I am telling you. Immediately, CeCe went downstairs to the dressing room and continued ranting. Adekule went there with his hands on akimbo, that is hands on his waist like this, and started wanting gist. A proko guy. Wanting gist. I've known something about that guy. He wants to set you up so that you start be the one talking, doing the talking more. So that next thing they will say, no be me, go say, no be me talk more. Now CeCe. No be me talk more. They're actually having an interesting conversation on the table right now. We'll discuss that with you guys on my next video. Ade was just waiting for CeCe to come out to gist holding his waist. Oh, everybody saw that. Laura, when she said, you don't nothing for me in this house, Cross was like, because that's the truth. I don't know why can't he just be happy and grateful. If I were Cross, I would just forget and move on, let her be. Of course, so me, I said this yesterday, I'm like, Cross really took this thing so serious. Even when I was watching, I was like, why is Cross trying to be a sore loser? Until he started saying that he felt bullied and all of that. I'm like, okay, his reasons is quite valid, but waiting don't stop. I don't know why he's still holding it so tight. CeCe hold on to so much things as if she's innocent. Law, she has literally insulted, said vowels, and been extremely disrespectful and towards people that she claims to like, but she holds on to things they do to her as if she should be excluded from not doing wrong. No wonder she's stunted in growth, holding on to, oh my god. Why are you using that height on this girl? Excuse me. Why are you using it? Only her not tall. How bad, mana? Waiting they stop. Anyways, little did she know that her attitude was what was driving men away from her. Pere, Cross, New, Ike, white money. Anyways, guys, I hope somebody who understands her perfectly would, draw close to her, because for me, some of the things she put out there, she put out Miss Perfect out there. Why she's not even close to perfection? They sweet say we go ourselves, say we are all perfect, imperfect being, and when we err, we go no say at least I'm an imperfect being, but not acting perfect when you are not perfect. Now that one they pain pass. One thing for sure, if Ilebaye had done that to CeCe, she would have, down Biggie's house. Same thing CeCe Cross off, she's guilty of a million of times over. She definitely can't handle the toxicity she serves to people. The double standard and hypocrisy are high. What can I say though? What you saying though? For real, Cross and CeCe deserve each other. This is coming from Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. From their conversation just now, CeCe is unapologetic about what she did. Regardless of her explanation, she has a point, however. Just a simple apology would have sufficed, but she switched it up to reminding him of all he had done to upset her in the past. From her explanation then on, last night's episode paid off as tit for tat. Cross, on the other hand, just got a sour taste of his own medicine. He should enjoy his friendship with CeCe. Now, some people are coming for Cross. You know why? They are like, he has not been of great friendship to Pere, and now he's actually like Kama came knocking on their doors. You understand? Anyways, guys, what do you think about this? Especially that of Fina. What do you think about this happening? Do you think that is possible? A girl who is well-to-do now forget family, is that one even possible? What thing they sup for this our country? It's one laugh, Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys later very soon. Pretty soon, I'll see you guys, because you is too much on the social space. But for now, it is a goodbye. Thank you so much for sailing with me, and I hope you're really having a great Saturday.